I don't even think you hear it. It's late at night. Camera girl's gonna love you. Let me go find her. So camera girl, I come here. Shh, I don't know where Taryl's at, but look, there's a kitten there for you.
Oh, isn't he cute? Hi, come here. Do you think Taryl will let me have him?
It's possible.
Oh, he's so cute. Oh, gotta let him out.
I don't know, it could be Taryl's baby. We traveled all this way in the TARDIS just to pick up a kitten. I come here to visit Taryl, and now you want to bring home a kitten. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to fix the time watch to make sure we get back in time with the kitty feed time.
Tootses, time for you to eat. I got a bit. Tootses, he's gone. Somebody stole him. I know who it was. It was that Buckets and that camera girl. They took Tootses. They probably traveled here in that TARDIS. Ah! I'm gonna find out if they took Tootses or not.
Hello, this is Bucket. Sorry, I can't come to the
Went right to voicemail. I'm gonna build me a TARDIS.
Welcome to Bucket's Garage. Wow, what a week we've been having. Holy buckets. Wow, I can tell you that. We're back from Indiana, visiting my friend Taryl. And we got a new addition to the family, as you've seen. But anyway, and it's wing night. Look at the dancing chicken. Yeah. Wing night. So, I'm going to get started on something today. It's one of these edgers. That's what today's video is going to be. Is on a piece of junk edger for sidewalks. We'll do a walk around on this, and I'll show you what we're going to do. Welcome, guys. All right, it's going to be a simple fix, I think. You know, I shouldn't say that, but I'm going to say it's a simple fix today. But I'm going to change these wheels out. I got to make some spacers because this is all messed up. The spacers are all gone. This is on this side. This one's on that side. And it just slides around. So we're going to make spacers for that. We're going to grease this up, get this going, working real well. I'm going to change this engine out, guys. I'm going to put a Honda on here. This engine's pretty tired. Of course, you know, Taryl tells you the year. Right there's the year and make of it. So I'm just going to go ahead and replace it with the Honda. This is going to a friend of mine. He was asking for an edger. Not too many people use these anymore, but look how worn out that front wheel is. And bent. So yeah, I'm going to make this thing to a decent running edger. That blade is sharp though. Oh, wait a minute. Or do they got the blade on backwards? Or is this, oh, it's a double-sided blade. Look at that. You can flip that blade around. I did not know that. Okay. So, yeah, just a simple thing. I'm not really going to fix the motor. Just going to change it out. So a little, just a little thing to do. And I know I got more important things to do besides this, but The guy's a good friend of mine, and I figured I'd get it done. All right, let's get into taking the sucker apart. At least get this off. I think the first thing I'm going to do, smell it. No, I don't need to do that because I'm just going to change it anyway. Yeah, it's out of gas. But you know what? I checked it at first. There was no spark. I'm like, oh, the heck with it. So, not quite sure how I'm going to work this thing yet with the new engine. But I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. So, I know these are all standard, but I use a 13. Let's take this off. You know, I'm not sure how this is going to work without this support. So, that's another thing I have to find out. When I mount that new motor, am I going to have the support that I need here? Going to find out. I could take off this belt. Well, this might be the fastest video I've ever made. This thing's bent, so I'm going to straighten that out as well. Yeah. Please hold. This wheel's junk anyway, so brakes are brakes. It looks a little straight, and I know. Alright, now, boy, what? It was greasy. That was like one greasy motor. I bet you these are 13. Yep. Well, I thought I fixed that. Nothing more annoying than this not working. All right. Get all those off. Matter of fact, I'm going to fix this for a minute. Hang on, guys. That's a little better. Now it's staying on. All right, so then now I'm going to need the wrench. Now the engines are probably going to fall off as soon as I take this one out. Oops, dropped one. Let's come on down, the price is right. There we go. Another thing I'll need now, also, I need to get that pulley off. Ah, good luck on that one. Saying that to myself. Oof. Pretty gooky. Look at that. Where's my garbage pail? Hey, garbage pail kids. Matter of fact, I'm going to use this clip here for my little garbage can for a moment. I'm going to try to keep my bench a little clean today. Yeah, right. Something so satisfying is scraping grease off. You guys ever notice that? Sometimes it seems to be so satisfying just to clean that off.
Huh?
Okay, yeah, all right. So maybe I'm a little strange on that one. Like scratching an itch, I guess. All right. Now that I actually have this off, I'm going to work with this for now. I'm going to get all this straightened out. Then maybe I'll give this thing a nice cleaning. So I'm going to pull this wheel off, which is bigger. Could be a 14. Or is it going to be a 15? That is the question. Oh, 14. 14 seems to work. Stuck in there pretty good. It's still off, bent a little bit that way. So I guess I'm out of frame here. I'm going to make it so you guys can see better. There we go. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn some light on. Help you guys out there. But yeah, this wheel is, look at that. It's really worn out. This thing's got some miles to it. God said, let there be light. So what I want to do is I'm going to replace these wheels. These got that cap on them. Oh, look at there. That side's got a cap. That side's got a bolt fastener. And that's an awful big one too. That was 17. Let's try 19. Yipper. Look at there. 19 millimeter. We come back around to that side. So we're going to use a 19 millimeter. I don't know if, I don't even know what the brand of this is, guys. If you know the brand of it, let me know in the comments. Because Scott's maybe, I don't know. Because of color and that framing. Honestly, I don't know. So that's even been in there. That one's bent, but I'm not sure if it's supposed to be bent, but we're going to fix all that. I don't think it should be. Ooh, that's even bigger. Let me try my 21 here. Yeah, it might work. Yeah, I know. Backyard mechanic here. Put that there. At least these ain't worn out. You know, I could probably use, get that sit there. Make sure I'm still in frame. Since this is garbage, I'm tossing it right in the trash. That's just as worn out. Oh yeah, you know what it is? That is worn out. How can this be worn out before the plastic? Look at that. Wow. Let me see if I can zoom in on that for you guys. Look at that. Wow. Unless these wheels have been changed before. Well, we're changing that. That's trash. The wheel wasn't bad, but it had a hole in it. But these wheels, that's got a hole in it. That's trash. I've got wheels upstairs, so. Now, before I go nutsola, you know, I think these look like they should be tapered, maybe. I don't think so. But, guesstimating here. So let me grab those other wheels. I'm going to slide this off. All right, since I went out to the boneyard, found these tires. They're actually, they're a little tiny bit dry rotted, but these inflate to, no way, 50 PSI. We're not going to do that. So I think these are going to fit on there quite nicely. So, oh yeah, those are going to be nice. These are going to raise it up a little tiny higher, but not too bad. Because I still have plenty of room here I can move. It's worn out anyway. It's down too far. So, should make up for it. Yeah, we're going to go with these. Absolutely. I think this is on a float system here. And I think these are supposed to be straight. This is on a float, and I think that spacer is supposed to be here. The smaller spacer on this side, and I think this is, I was going to put spacer in between it, but I don't think there's supposed to be a spacer. So let me get this off. I'm going to straighten these out, and then let's play Jenga here. There it all falls apart. Oh, catch my shirt. Oh, I got grease on my shirt. Camera girl's gonna love me. She's gonna have to get that stain out. Alright. This thing's gonna get a good bath when I'm done here. I think I'm gonna have to put a nice washer on that side. Let me get I dropped one. There it is. There we go. Gonna wash it there. I'm gonna put a washer on this side as well. Now that everything's just hanging by the balance, let's do some hack work here. Get that out of the way. Brace myself for impact. That's nice and straight. Told you. Trying to do this with without taking everything else apart here. I don't know if I'm in frame, guys. Alright, we're straight here. Yeah, these holes are a little worn. Alright, let's go back up. There. I'll put this all together. This goes on the inside, that goes on the inside, outside, outside. You got the spacer here, then the small spacer on this side. And if you do have, well, I'm gonna have to blow that out to even before I even try putting air in that thing. Full of dirt. Question is it gonna fit? Nope. So, what I need to do shorten up that, I think I'm going to have to shorten that up a bit in order to get that wheel to fit. So, I'll bring it in. It's out too far anyway. So I'm going to cut myself a piece off here to extend this inward. Don't want to go too far, but since this thing has longer caps on the inside, unlike these, you got one on the inside that's longer, and this side's flat. This one sticks out. So this one, I'm going to need to measure and see how much I need to cut off. That's how much space on each side I'm going to need. So I have 1 inch on each side. So I gained 1 inch on each side. So what I'm going to there's two things I got to do. Either I'm going to have to make this shaft longer, or maybe get rid of the spacer. So, all in all, it's going to be 2 inches. So I lengthen the shaft by 2 inches. So I'm going to need to take off 1 inch on each side. So if I were to take 1 inch off here, that'll make the wheel go into this part here. So as long, see, if I stop right there. Oh, mosquito. This time of the year, mosquitoes. That's strange. After a nice cold frost this morning. All right, guys, just thinking out loud here. So I'm going to have to take off 1 inch here. So it's going to have to be 1 inch on this side too. Before I actually ruined this spacer, I brought myself a spacer. So I'm going to actually cut off and do that. So I'll be back. Let's cut that and See if this works. I made myself a spacer, made it 1 inch. Now, I put this on, it actually fits pretty good here. The original spacer on this side is actually perfect. So when I put this on, I'm going to put a washer on there. If that don't fit, I'm going to have to get a different one. And that's perfect. Use the wheel to prop up here. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. I like it. On that note, what we're going to do is put these bolts back on. Actually, I'm just going to need one because this one that's on here now is a Loctite nut. See how this works. Don't want to go too tight here. Have to lube it up a little bit. Put some air in these tires. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, both sides looking good. I can actually go. If I had to, I could actually go in a little bit more, like a 1/2 inch, possibly. So, and I think this is supposed to float. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this the way it is. That's perfect. Now, put this back around. I'm gonna go up and find myself a nice wheel on the front of this. Found myself a new NOS tire upstairs. And I found a longer bolt, which I'm going to use, since I really couldn't find another one, to be honest with you. And then I found this old gear. I'm going to repurpose it for a spacer. So then I'm going to put it there. And it is metric. So, look at there. All right. Looking good here. All right, so I had this old Honda engine. It's right here. This engine runs, believe it or not. So I'm going to put this engine on here, but the only problem is I think I might be able to make this work over here. If I do that, I'm going to have to put a little spacer here. Now, either that I can bend this down, but I'd rather not. Yeah, maybe. I might put a little crease in here, because that way, if I put a spacer in there, there's more of a chance of it breaking. But it is unbelievable how this engine runs. I found this in a scrap pile, guys, just laying there. It's unbelievable. Look at that. Still runs. But I have another cover, an air cleaner cover. I'm going to change this cover, make it look pretty nice. I gave it a super clean bath here. So that way, gonna let it sit here in the sun for a minute and dry before we get back on. Those wheels even turned out pretty nice. And then the engine, but the engine is getting an overhaul on looks. So I'm changing that cover. Put a new air cleaner. That cover's got to get changed. I mean, it's pretty rough underneath. You look at it. Yeah, that's real bad. So I'm going to change all this out so it looks nice. All right, I'll let it dry and then we'll get right back into it. Matter of fact, I'm going to do the engine first. All right, guys. So these are the extra covers I had from an old engine that was blown. all this stuff here is going to go on this engine to make it look nice. I discovered something. Gotta change the oil. Take a look at this. Little creamy white. Yeah, it's got some water in it. I'm gonna let that drain as well. I'm gonna have to do a double oil change on this one because that stuff's hard to get out. So this is the engine that all this stuff's coming off. I want to change this cover. I got to change this boot. Of course, spark plug shot, a little bent. Not too bad. Cleaner's taped on. So yeah, we're gonna change all this. Maybe I'll leave the gas tank on, but I got to change the carburetor anyway. Carburetor's leaking. So I'm gonna do a fast motion on this, guys, and just take it apart and reassemble this bad boy. Make it look nice. Oh yeah, and don't forget, when you do take this cover, there's no gaskets for these. Clean your gasket off on the bottom and re-silicone to put this back on. And that's it. Of course, if you don't know, these are 10 millimeter. Most everything's 10 millimeter. These are 10 millimeter. That's 10 millimeter. That's 10 millimeter. So everything's about 10 millimeter. Oh yeah. The exhaust cover, yeah, 10 millimeter. All right. I did a little super clean on this motor. Got it cleaned up a little bit. I'm going to clean up just a little bit more. All right. Let's get to it. There it is, guys. She's all back together. Looking good. I gotta put the gas tank back on yet. I was letting it dry out because there was water in it. Well, now she's complete. And she starts up, runs pretty good. I can probably show you that. Looking better. From a junky old piece of junk motor I found in the pile. I dug out of the pile. Should have taken a picture of that, but yeah, nice Honda. Doesn't smoke. So let's start this up. All right. Let's turn it on. Look at that. So my next step here, guys, I'm gonna put this back in. Matter of fact, I even bought a brand new. I guess I better put that right there, huh? In fact, I even bought a brand new pulley for this thing. The other pulley was pretty rusted. I couldn't get it off the shaft, but for $7.50 and change, I got a new pulley. In fact, I'll go get the pulley because I'll show you. Well, we're going to put this engine back on this frame and the belt. And maybe we'll edge some stuff and make Camera Girl happy. There's the brand new pulley. I went to the Amish guy today. Well, I'm in the store, got myself a brand new pulley. Hopefully this is going to be the right size. I think I measured it all right. A nice solid steel pulley. Look at that. So that should work. Now, I wonder what that was for. We're going to put this engine on like that. Ooh. Hot exhaust. And also, this definitely is going to have to go on because I figured it out that if I don't, that might work right there. If I don't put that back on, it kind of riggy, riggy, waggy, woogie, wiggy, mean wah, don't work. So. All right, guys. Bought myself a couple nice little solid spacers with a long 10 millimeter fasten. So I'm going to put this on with a little washer. All right, now we got the belt on. Still could go a little looser in the belt, but still good. And we just want to tighten up this new pulley. Make sure it's nice and snug. Not gonna go crazy on it. Let's It's a little close to the wheel here. Just barely rubs. But this is, it's worn out. So what I might do in the future is I'm going to take this off. I'm going to have my buddy, he has a little tiny machine shop in his shed. I'll get a brass bushing made so that to make up for that hole that's oblong. In fact, I'll show you that here in just a second. Let me show you. Yeah, see how that hole's all oblong there? So, yeah, it's worn out. So I can get my friend to make me a brass bushing for that because this thing's pretty old. It'll work just like it is, but it's going to rub just a bit on that tire. There she is, guys. Looking good. Ready to roll. Someone's pulling in to drive. Yeah, buddy. Oh, I know who that is. That's just Dito coming in to cause a ruckus. So, she runs good. Good, I can get him to film me putting this thing on the test drive. All right, let's see how this thing works. And there it is, guys. It works. A little bit of work. Maybe get a little more done to it. But it's done for my buddy. He's going to be happy. I'm just going to give it to him because he's been asking me for one of these and it's done. Now I'm going to go wash my hands, eat some lunch. Please like, please subscribe. And we'll see you guys next Sunday. Maybe we'll find something fun to do. I got to figure it out. Anyway, guys, thank you again. Y'all have a nice, great, happy day. We'll take care. See ya.
Pterodactyl here, and look at this cute little guy. When I was leaving the shop earlier in the week, I heard this crying, and I thought it was a bird, and it wasn't. It was this little guy here, who I've named Toonces. You know who Toonces is? The cat that can drive a car. Not very good. So I had him all checked out. He was all full of little stickers I had to pick off of him, and he had fleas all on him. So I went and got him checked out at the vet. He's got a clean bill of health. Now I just need to find a little home for him. I need to find a good home for him. He is just such a sweet kitty. He is such a good boy. He is just purring away. So luckily, when Dennis and Camera Girl came to visit this weekend, because we're filming a Halloween video, she fell in love with Toonces. So she's taking Toonces home. He found a good home. You're a lucky little guy. We're going to teach you how to drive a car.
He's so cute. Thank you, Taryl.
You're welcome. Thanks for taking them. I got enough cats. I don't need another one. They're calling me the crazy cat man now.
Yeah, now I'm the crazy cat lady.
Check out his nice little digs I got set up for him while he was staying here. He's got it made. He's one lucky kitty. Why, yeah. You agree, don't you? See? He said yeah.
He's so cute.